Okay, welcome back to Paddy's Golf Tips. I said recently that I felt this site, YouTube, was all about trying to get every single golfer in the world to single figure handicaps. So that's my aspiration. I want to help you all out. But I realised after I said it, I went back to my Paddy's Golf Tips, that all the tips I've kind of been given are one-off in certain areas of the game and leaving it for you guys to put together. So I've decided now, in my next set of Paddy's Golf Tips, to do a plan for you. A set progression of what I would do if you came to me as a beginner, or if you came to me as a golfer who's playing for a number of years but is stuck, say, at a 18 handicap and wants to get down to 9, stuck at a 15 handicap. What I would say to you, this is especially relevant for somebody who wants to reset, whether you're starting and you want to go fresh, or whether you're playing for a while and you want to reset things and get back to a position that you can play off single figure handicap.
The winner of the gold medal and the champion golfer of the year is Padraig Harrington.
Welcome back to Paddy's Golf Tips. We've worked on speed, we've worked on motion, we've worked on speed, we've worked on finding the ground, and we've worked on club face awareness, okay? Now, we're talking about playing golf now, okay? About going out there and making the most of it. If your club head speed is less than 100 mile an hour, don't worry about accuracy. That's not a big deal. The stats guys have shown for amateur golfers, not even close, but the further you hit the golf ball, the easier the game gets, okay? There's two ways to hit the golf ball further. Swing the club fast, and that we love that. If you've got loads of power, like the ideal golfer has so much power he doesn't even use it. He swings easy all the time. That's the perfect golfer. But if you're down there at 90 mile an hour, you don't have the luxury of swinging real smooth, and you don't have the luxury of trying to make some big turn because you're not flexible enough to do it, okay? You haven't got the physicality to do it. You know, if you're an athlete, that's no problem, but a lot of people a little older, they're not going to be able to do it, okay? So we got to be efficient if you're that slow. And what efficient means is when you deliver the club head, okay, we've got to deliver the club head. We never want to see us adding loft, okay? That's going to cause a cut, and it causes us to lose a lot of distance. Even though we could have a decent speed, it's not efficient. The ball will not go as far as it could go with that swing. So we want to be efficient, okay? Now, efficient means, right, we still get to the left-hand side, okay? But we've got to hit the golf ball a little bit from the inside with a strong club face. We don't want to hit the golf ball with a cut. So essentially in this, if you're a slower swinger, you've got to get the ball turning over. Top spin shot in tennis, top spin shot in table tennis, you've got to get a little flick over the top of it, okay? From the left-hand side. You don't get a flick over from here. This is not what we want. We want to be this side and get a little bit of a rotation. You can see how much my arms will rotate over. A neutral rotation would be here. If you can see those arms, they're kind of like this little bit apart, whereas a lot of rotation would be the forearms touching at that stage. If you're a slow swinger, you need to get your forearms touching. You don't have a problem with accuracy. You need to get as much rotation over like so, which will cause the ball. I need to aim right here to do this because of the fact that I'll hit it over the fence left, but look, we'll hit it down the middle and hit it towards. So I'm going to come in here on this side of the ball and I'm going to rotate. It's a bit like the swing we made earlier for the big hook, but not quite as exaggerated. Club is swinging right, club face is actually going square to left. So it's coming in here this way. Okay, that's going to get the golf ball to go the furthest distance it can from the swing that you're making, the club head speed. If you've got bundles of speed, don't even go near this, because this will go violently offline if you had a lot of speed. But if you don't have a lot of speed, you should do it this way, because you're not really going to be too far offline with it. You know, again, if you're only carrying the ball 200, 220 in the air, you can afford to really release it and get the ball running and firing out there. So we want as much that as we can if you're a slow swinger of the club. But remember, we said that from this side of the golf ball. We're not doing it from here, okay? Because we'll miss-hit it from there. So we want to get as much release. If it was a driver, so the difference would be on a driver. So you kind of need, that's a bit too low. So a trick we use, pros use, if we want to hit it straight, we tee it down, because that will make us cover it, hit it a little lower. And because we swing steeper on it, we kind of hold the face, we kind of hit a straight little fade. We kind of squeeze it out there, okay? So if I was hitting a fade, I'd tee it down, I'd be on top of it a lot, and I kind of squeeze it out there. If you're a slow swinger, you do not want to make that swing, because accuracy is not a big deal. You want to make the opposite swing. You want to get to your left side and then hit up on it, like so, but from the left side, not from the right side. Okay, we don't want to hang back, we want to be on this side of it. So we want to go for the big flip. Okay, this won't feel too comfortable to me with my, but we'll do it, okay. So pretty nice there, nice, like I've hit 30 yards of a draw there. That's too much for me. But if I was swinging slower, that ball would have only drawn 15 yards, and it's not going to get the height, it's not going to go offline too much. So for anybody who wants a bit of efficiency, you've got to get left and then swing up on it. The step up. And look where my arms are. They're touching. Close to touching anyway. Okay, wouldn't be for like a low handicap golfer this, or a powerful golfer. Sorry, not low handicap, powerful golfer. That would be too much. But for you, if you've got 85 mile an hour or something, you've got to get that going where they flip. Whereas for another person, not so much that, now it would be that one. So you can see there's still a gap there, whereas I'm trying to get you to actually feel like those are touching at this point. Whereas mine would be like that, slightly 4 or 5 inches apart there. So yes, hit up on it, flip that club as hard as you can with your hands, with everything. Swing out to the right, aim a little right, but swing further right. I don't necessarily want you aiming way right and then feeling, oh my God, I have to come over it. That's not, aim a bit right, but swing out to the right and flip it over, up on it. And that will give you the most efficiency, where the ball will carry the furthest it can into the wind and then run. And remember, if you're less than 100 mile an hour, we are not concerned about accuracy. I swear to you, that is not going to be any problem for you. Because your dispersion rate will be tight enough. Okay, I think that's about all there is to swinging the golf club.